Wait. Y'all telling me the Atlanta Hawks could have had Jaylen, left hand Brown or right hand Brown? Hold on, it says the Atlanta Hawks tried to trade Jaylen Brown at the end of the trade deadline last year and could be interested this offseason, gang. That means it's not over. Hold up. I got a little trade package for y'all, man. What y'all want? I'm trading everybody for Jaylen Brown. Y'all can have whatever y'all want. I'm going to keep it a buck, gang. Besides, nobody's free. I was trying to think of a good player. Everybody's dog shit. Alright? Just no one that's like, let's keep him. Y'all can have whatever y'all want. Even at the 8th overall pick. Bro, I go, alright, here's a good trade. Corey Kispert, some Nike socks, in the 8th overall pick, nigga. Who's saying no? Keep it a buck. Nah, not Corey Kispert. I'll give y'all Jalen Johnson instead. Alright. But seriously, bro. The Atlanta Hawks reportedly explored a potential trade with Jaylen Brown last summer. Atlanta views JB as a superstar they've been searching for. Me too, bro. Our defensive lineup would be crazy, gang. Our defense would be so good. Matter of fact, we're gonna trade y'all Dyson Daniels too. Y'all can have Dyson Daniels. So forget that. Y'all can have Dyson Daniels, bro. We don't want that nigga, bro. He's actually shitty, bro. Like, I'm not even trolling, gang. And y'all know Jaylen Brown from Atlanta too. He's from Marietta. He went to high school at Willard High School. Jaylen Brown goes off on NBA refs and said they had an agenda against him throughout the 76ers Celtics series. He said they clearly had an agenda, maybe because I spoke so critical on them in the regular season. Right? What is this nigga talking about?
I was vocal about it. I got thrown out some games, or etc. And they keep saying like this push off and stuff like that. You know how many players do that? That is such it's the common play, a basketball play. Every player does it.
That's a good point. Shea does push off like crazy. He be playing like Marshawn Lynch out there.
So why are you targeting me? They clearly had an agenda. Like maybe because I spoken that was critical of the refs in the regular season. So you know how they responded. Like we gonna call you're gonna lead the playoffs in offensive fouls.
You led the playoffs.
That was the response from the officiating crew. You could clearly tell, and I've actually spoke to some refs, and they said it was agenda going into each game. So anytime Jaylen brings his arm up, just from reputation, just call it.
That's fucked up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, gang. You gotta call Adam Silver for that, son. Every single time you throw your arm up, it's an offensive foul. Yeah, ref getting punched. If that's me, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, but Paul George does the same thing. Jalen Brunson does the same thing. Shit, I can go down the list. It's a basketball play, whether y'all believe it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody does that when you drive.
Talk that talk.
You got bodies on you. But Philly took advantage of it, and they took advantage of the officiating, and it cost us to some degree. But I've been doing it all regular season, not a problem.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, it's offensive foul every time. You better keep that same energy with everybody else. That's all I gotta say.
Talk that talk, JV. New Atlanta Hawk, man. He talking that talk. He already talking like an Atlanta dude. You know what I'm saying? You can hear him in this talk.
Same refs. Oh, it's nothing? It's play on, right?
Hold up.
Weird activity.
Y'all hear him?
Call me, right? And it's right here, right in front of you. Same move. Same move. Everybody does it. It's the same move, but...
Yeah, it sounds like JV had a real tough time with the officials calling that push off, man. You feel what I'm saying? They're not gonna call that push off in Atlanta just cause like the way we work, it just ain't gonna happen like that. You feel what I'm saying? But seriously though, man, I don't know why there's always, bro. There's always trade rumors with Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. It never really made sense to me because the Celtics are always like in a conference finals. The hell with that, nigga. They won the finals like 2 seasons ago, right? They won the finals like 2 seasons ago. These dudes are always in trade rumors, gang. Even though they got success. I mean, hey, what y'all think about that, bruh? I'm good with it, though. If you come to Atlanta, I'm good with it, bruh. Because we only got the 8th overall pick. If it was the number 1 overall pick or, like, top 4, I wouldn't be okay with trading the pick. But I'm good now, you know what I'm saying? We trade that shit in an instant, bruh. That'd be a good trade. I'm going to keep it a buck. What y'all think? I think it would be a good trade. Ass nigga.
Jaylen Brown, the one thing about him, and Tatum, not minus this year, he's been super durable. So when you look at that, it's not really the way the Celtics like to do things. They love guys that can shoot the three. They love guys that are available. One of the best ability is availability. So I don't know if they'll go down that road. I mean, you add in a 2026, you add in a 2031, and add in a 2033. I don't
This is a potential Giannis and Jaylen Brown trade.
think the Boston Celtics would do something like that. I think they're really happy with the way that Jaylen Brown played this year. And it's always a matter of, in the NBA, you have versatile wings. And what I mean by versatile usually means being able to guard up and down the roster, right? Brown is like that. Tatum is like that. They're plus rebounders. They make plays. I think it's a matter of like figuring how to make that work. And that seems like a little bit of a drastic decision by the Celtics to go all in on the Giannis sweepstakes and throwing Jaylen Brown and a bunch of picks in there.
How y'all feel about the Giannis Jaylen Brown trade, gang? I'm not gonna lie. I feel two ways about it. One way, if I'm the Celtics, I'm doing that shit in an instant. I ain't gonna lie. Giannis is a top 5 player of all, top 10 player of all time, probably. If I'm Jaylen Brown, I'm probably gonna cry in my bed if I go to Milwaukee, gang. Milwaukee, yeah, they're down there with Memphis, like worst NBA cities of all time. Milwaukee and Memphis, they're like neck and neck. There isn't much to do in Milwaukee besides talk to 3 out of 10s and go to the Cheesecake Factory.
It feels like this split up is inevitable, and they're going to force Brad Stevens' hand, and that's Jaylen Brown to me. And look, I never want to see these two break up. I actually think they're very compatible. I think they can win multiple championships.
What does the future look like with the Celtics and Jaylen Brown? Is what the title says.
Together. But as I've always been told since a little kid, ego is one hell of a drug. And as you keep winning at a high level, somebody feels like they have to be the guy. And it feels very intentional watching Jaylen Brown. He doesn't say things with lack of awareness. He's always very intentional with what he says. And what he's telling me, and what I feel like he's telling the world is, this is a success when I'm the guy. You guys keep treating me like I'm secondary. I want to be the guy.
You can be the guy in Atlanta, bro. You can be the guy in Atlanta, gang.
Away. Maybe this could get passed over, but inevitably, we know who they both are. And it feels like it's like this. It doesn't feel like this is a long-term thing.
What do you think? It's not as much of a clash as it is, hey, who said I signed up?
I said don't separate them, bro. I sound like hypocritical as hell. I'm saying from the Boston's POV, I say don't separate it. From Atlanta Hawks fan, a delusional ass fucking fan, I want him. But it's like JB and JT gang. Separating them would be stupid. They wanted finals.
To be number 2. That we assume that Jaylen Brown was going to be happy being the number 2 so long as they were winning. Here's the important thing to think. On July 26th, the Celtics can put a 2-year, $142 million extension in front of him. They may not have to, but they can.
$242 million.
He can sign it, and it can extend this thing long term, or he cannot. But the important thing, Greeny, is this. These 2 players are making max dollars, 66% of the salary cap, and 2 players, one who wants to be the guy, the second in Jason Tatum, who we don't know if we've seen the best of Jason Tatum because of this Achilles injury. We have no idea what his next 3 or 4 years are going to look like. So the Celtics may have to make a choice financially more than personality-wise.
Do you think this thing is headed towards a split, Tim?
This is a completely unnecessary controversy. Please, Jaylen Brown, log off the internet. Like, dude, you just had a flame out in the playoffs from a 3-1 series lead. I agree with Perk. Go find some sand. Find a beach somewhere. Relax. This doesn't need to be messy. There doesn't need to be drama and is a divorce coming. This is a duo that won a championship together 2 years ago. Take a deep breath. Enjoy your summer. Come back ready to roll for training camp. And look, the Celtics do have to put...
Basically, my man is saying, shut up and dribble, Jaylen Brown. That's what he's saying. Shut up, dribble, go on vacation, boy. That's what he's trying to say. I don't agree with that, bro. Let the nigga talk. If you want to talk, let him talk to him. Like, who are you to say don't talk? Greg. What's this guy's name? Greg? I don't know.
That extension on the table if they're going to keep Jaylen Brown. You can't disrespect the guy. But again, The drama is not necessary.
Shut up and dribble. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up, bro.
The way we played, I wish we trusted that style of play a little bit more, but I know playoffs kind of shifted our rotations and what we wanted to do. But I'm so proud, and it was my favorite year of my basketball career.
It was your favorite year because he was the first option.
One, streaming with you guys, chat, was awesome.
He didn't have anybody pass the ball to besides fucking the Shireman nigga.
Like being able to talk to y'all was like therapy every single day. You know what I mean? I mean, not every day, like once a week or whatever.
Somebody in the chat said Bronny clears you. Yo, look at his chat. It says Bronny clears you. CTE question mark. How is Cancun? Does he not have mods? Bro, where's Jaylen Brown's mods at? 3-1 lead is crazy, brother. You're getting traded for Giannis, big bro. Yo, all these comments are trolls.
What I was doing, just to be able to get on here, and give y'all the perspective and kind of, because you know these narratives be going left and right, just to hear it from the horse's mouth, but then also being able to just be a part of a group that just through the uncertainty came to fight, came to compete, came to win the war. I'll take a team like that any day of the week. Man, this group is just.
It would take a team that will pass on the ball any day of the week. That's what they're basically trying to say. I respect it a lot, though, bro. Jason Tatum wasn't 100. He was not 100% when he came back. I'll stand on that too, bro. He shouldn't have came back that season, in my eyes. That's all I'm saying. But hey, is Jaylen Brown getting traded, or is he gonna stay? What do y'all think? Should he? Should he not? I'm really interested. I'm not even just saying that shit. I'm really interested in y'all niggas' opinions and shit. Alright, drop a like, subscribe. Hawks and 5, man.